Hey, you guys, it's Adrienne, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside, and I am here. It is Saturday Night Lives, and I'm late again. I don't even know how to stop it. I'm not. I don't even feel guilty about it now. I mean, I've seen some other posts from people who have also said that they either were weepy or they were tired, they slept in, or just that general pervading vibe that we all, I think, have. Sticking to a schedule has been difficult. um Getting ready, getting dressed, trying to look cute, that's been difficult. The urge is to naturally just sit back and veg out. I've watched so many episodes of Doctor Who, so many episodes of Doctor Who, and I'm just saying, there's only so much you can do. So anyway, you guys, let's talk about where the planets are in the night sky. And I think what I'm going to do tonight, because I don't even know if I've officially done April's horoscopes. I know I've done some horoscopes, but I don't know if they're the official horoscopes. I don't know. It's been that kind of month. I think it's been that kind of month for a lot of people. But I really do feel like it's been that kind of month. You guys, I keep messing with this hair because for some reason, and I don't know where that brush is. I mean, it just looks kind of like I probably wet it, and I probably should have like blow dried it or curled it or something, and I didn't. And so it's kind of looking like an old Stevie Nicks flick, or just saying. Anyway, let's look at where the planets are in the night sky. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so I feel this because I feel weird, and I don't know how many other people are feeling weird, if that's a good way of putting it. And I hope you can hear me over the feng shui coins. I'm constantly trying to, I'm constantly bringing money into my life, constantly. Money flows to me, right? I tell myself that all the time. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a moment and look at where the planets are in the night sky. That's what the plan is. And we're going to implement said plan. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how ratty it looks. Where is my brush? If I just could find my brush. I don't know where my brush is. I'm honestly admitting this. I know it's around here somewhere. I just have not found it, and you can tell I haven't found it. So anyway, the sun, as I play with my hair, is at 22 degrees of Aries. It's such an Aries time. Aries is always concerned with their head. Their face. Aries rolls the face and their heads. It really does. I know a hypnotist who's an Aries. I know a makeup artist, who sells makeup, who's an Aries. Very head-oriented people, Aries. And so the sun has been there. Right now, the moon is at 18 degrees of Sagittarius, which means it's officially trine the sun. So we've got the moon trine the sun, and it's going toward an exact trine, which is positive. So there's just a little bit of, even though I think we've all been under a lot of heaviness, I think there's just this tinge of hope that I think some of us feel. I'm not saying we all feel. I think maybe some of us might be just taking a risk or a chance, because I'm going to go to my daughter's tomorrow for Easter. And, I don't know how many people are going to take a chance and finally venture out. I mean, we're not supposed to until the middle of May, but it's Easter. So, we're not talking about going to church or anything, but I do want to be with my kids, just saying. Anyway, so we've got the trine, and I think it should be good over the next few hours. I think it really should be good. Mercury's at 1 degree of Aries, and it is square the North Node, which is at 1 degree of Cancer. And it is also sextile Saturn, which is at 1 degree of Aquarius. That's actually good, Mercury sextile Saturn. You know, it's positive that those two are sextile and not square. Venus is, because by the way, that just means serious thinking. I think it'll be in flow with each other. So tomorrow I think is kind of a not so much somber, but what they call reverent. And I think having Mercury and Saturn trine, I think will be able to show that type of reverence. Also, I believe the moon in Sagittarius also, in my opinion, shows a particular reverence to spirituality. And I think this is especially true since the moon is square Neptune right now, and it's going toward an exact square, probably in the next hour or so. But that just shows to me a certain reverence, or at least a certain ability to discuss, or, you know, maybe even expose some of the misconceptions that are out there, because Sagittarius loves to expose things, and you know, it likes to be right, and it likes to find the truth, especially philosophical truths and God principle like truths. And then we're dealing with Neptune and Pisces, which in and of itself is like we're talking about the God principle. So I think a lot of that vibe is going to be big. And with it being Easter, yeah, there's going to be a lot of God principle talk. There's a lot of God talk that we're going to be hearing over the next few hours, and it's to be expected, considering the pandemic, considering the way the world is, and considering it's Easter. You know, expect to hear a lot of that. Venus and Mars are trying each other as well. So Venus is at 7 degrees of Gemini, and Mars is at 8 degrees of Aquarius. And they are indeed trying. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Mars is pulling away from that square it had to Uranus, because Uranus at 5 degrees, almost 6 degrees of Taurus, is still technically square, you know, that Mars in Aquarius. But you know, or Uranus in Taurus at almost 6 degrees of Taurus, right, is almost where that Mars in Aquarius. So it's pulling away from it. So that's good. Just trying to see here if well, and of course, Jupiter and Pluto are still technically conjunct. I mean, you know, they're within a degree, slightly over. And so we all can feel that Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. Just that, you know, it can all blow up in your face at any moment, that type of thing. Yeah, yeah. Also, you know, I think we're all expecting a miracle. We all want that miracle. It's almost like we're all, you know, in one voice, praying, hoping, believing, and dreaming for that miracle. And I believe that we could get the miracle. I just don't know if we're going to get it as soon as we want it, right? And I mean, I would hate to think that we have to go all the way through Saturn and Aquarius before we get to the miracle, which, you know, once it hits Pisces. But I would hope we find it within the next 2 years, really. I do know that there is a point when Saturn is going to retrograde back into Capricorn. And I really am afraid of that. I think whatever progress that we've made, we're going to have a moment when Saturn retrogrades back into Capricorn where it's probably going to be a resurgence. Yeah. And then we'll make progress, I think. But that probably won't be until after September. Just, yeah. Anyway. So you guys, I just wanted to go over where the planets are. As you can see, I'm not excited about anything happening, really. But I think, you know, with it being Easter and we're dealing basically with the moon and Sagittarius over the next 10, 12 hours, and Neptune in 19, almost 20 degrees of Pisces, well, you know, it's very spiritual, very God principle type talk. We can expect that, really. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to do something a little bit different than I've been doing before because the other day I looked over some horoscope charts and I haven't actually done all of the signs in their horoscopes. I think I talked about where the full moon was. I'm going to just quickly look over where this new moon. Just make sure I got it right. Right. This give me a second, you guys. I hate it when I go to look for stuff and I'm already live and it decides at that time that it wants to screw up and not show me anything. Yeah, I hate that. I'm just saying. Okay, so this is what I was trying to figure out what's going on with the planetoids, the planets. So, okay, the new moon is in Taurus, and that's not until the 22nd. So we got a little bit of time because we just got over the full moon. I just wanted to find out when the new moon was coming, and it is going to be in Taurus. So, wow. The sun enters Taurus on the 20th. So we've got that as well. And Mercury enters Taurus, Aries today. Wow, is this the spring forward day? Pluto retrogrades in Capricorn on the 25th too, you guys. This says embrace the shadows, but I'm thinking, ooh, wow, okay. And on the 26th, the sun in Taurus is going to conjunct that Uranus in Taurus. Ooh. And wow, we've got a lot coming up. Okay, you guys, I just wanted to make sure and see when it is, but we've got until the 22nd. We've got a little bit of time before we have to wait, worry about that new moon in Taurus, because that's going to be a whole different reset. I'm really not looking forward to that reset. Really, I'm not. Wait a minute. This is saying a full moon in Aries. What the heck? That's got to be off. This, yeah, that's got to be wrong. Anyway, you guys, so this is what I'm going to do. I've been having so much trouble with when I start running my mouth and the videos get long, and uploading them is always a problem, and getting them onto YouTube and everything. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm sorry, I got pulled away. It just saw from Bloomberg that hundreds of U.S. meat workers have tested positive for the virus. That's the kind of thing I don't want to see when I'm in the middle of a show. Like, really? Okay. So yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna be doing the readings off of the main Saturday Night Live. That way I can do them also. Oh, that reminds me, you guys. I did get a new little thingy. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Shamika. I just saw some of my tribe out there. Hey, girls. I just got a new little thingy, so I'm going to be able to do these readings everywhere in about a week or so, because I did get a new little thingy where I can take it, move it around, and not just be stuck here at this desk when I do these. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Okay, you guys. And I am going to do the readings any second now. And so keep your eye open. I'll be back with those readings, said readings, and they'll probably post first, most likely to my website if I do them through Instagram. Oh, I'm going to see how I'm going to do them. Like if I'm either going to do them through Instagram or I'm going to do them through YouTube, but either way, you guys will be notified. Okay. All right, you guys, much love, much light to you, and stay safe. Happy Easter. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you cover up, you know, keep your distance from everyone, but enjoy the food and, you know, enjoy God's day. You know, it's God's day. Okay. Blessings to all.